All right, so I asked you all last week what were some things that you wanted to do, and I actually had an opportunity to speak with one of you all. So here it is: how to make macaroons. All right, I've already put the link to this video on Verge. It's in there, but this recipe comes from Tasting. All right, so we got a total prep time of 1 hour and 50 minutes. Total recipe time of 1 hour and 50 minutes with the 30-minute prep time. All right, let's look at our ingredients. So these cookies actually have a filling, which is vanilla buttercream, but from all those cheesecakes I was making with, I still have some leftover cheesecake, which I want to use to fill mine, but here is the vanilla buttercream recipe right there, and you'll see that in the link. But what's really important is the cookies itself. All right, so we're going to start off with 1 3/4 cup of powdered sugar, 1 cup of almond flour, 1 teaspoon of salt divided, 3 egg whites at room temperature, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and we have a tube of red food coloring. All right, here's my measured ingredients here. These are 3 egg whites at room temperature, 1/4 cup of sugar. I also went ahead and put the vanilla extract in there as well. Here's our powdered sugar and salt. Here's our almond flour. All right, now go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Get you a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper or wax paper. And you're also going to need a piping bag. Remember, if you don't have a piping bag, you can use the Ziploc bag with a hole cut on the side. All right. All right, we got our mixer set up. Let's go ahead and pour those egg whites in there. Okay. All right, once they get a little foamy right here, you add a little sugar in there. Not all of it, just a little bit. Okay, it gets foamy again. It starts to turn white. Add that sugar again. All right, and there we go. Now we're gonna let this go until it gets to stiff peaks. Okay. And by stiff peaks, we should be able to pull this up and it should not move like we've done in other recipes. All right. And we are there, stiff peaks. All right. So we're going to work a little bit fast. So just watch. Here we go. All right. Now we're going to sift our dry ingredients. All right. It's really important to sift on this one. Okay. Really important. So you just get your sifter and shake it until it's through. I went ahead and added that almond flour as well. So I'm sifting all my dry ingredients. All right, once everything is in there, we're going to fold this into our egg whites and we're going to then add our food coloring. So I added the food coloring. I just went ahead and whisked that in a little bit more. And we're just going to, again, fold our dry ingredients into this, and I want to show you. So I went ahead and just added all that dry ingredient into the bowl, and now I'm going to start folding it in, and so you're just going to start folding it just like that, gently. You don't want to deflate those egg whites. Make sure you get from that bottom too. And it's really coming together quite nicely. You want to do about no more than 30 strokes, okay? Make sure you get your sides and all that too. All right, so here we go. It's about 30 strokes later, and our batter is ready to go. All right, like we've done before, go ahead, get you a cup, put that piping bag in there, and then pour the batter into the piping bag. That's fine. All right, so like we've done before with those, with the pot of choux and the puff pastries, pull the bag out, cut the tip off. Now here comes the fun part. You want all of them to be roughly the same size. Okay. All right, so like I said, you want them all roughly the same size. Once you got on the same size, you are going to take your pan and just hit it on the table just like that. Okay, that's to flatten them out, get all the air, and get some air out of them, okay? All right, then we're going to bake these in the oven for 17 minutes. So I have some extra batter left, so I'm making some hearts. All right, so really quickly, use all the dough because this isn't going to be a dough that you can save, all right? So I made 2 more cookies right there, some hearts, and I just went ahead and discarded what I didn't use. So go ahead, again, bake these in the oven, 17 minutes, 350 degrees, and I'll see you when we're done. I'm sorry, that was 300 degrees for 17 minutes. All right, our macaroons are out of the oven. We're gonna let them cool down. Of course, I'm always gonna put them on a cooling rack, and then we're gonna fill them. All right, let them cool down for a bit, then we'll fill them. All right, they've cooled down. They'll cool down pretty quickly once you get them off that sheet pan. So just go ahead and peel them off very gently, and then we'll fill them up. All right, here's the fun part. Just fill them. So I had this leftover cream cheese, no-bake cream cheesecake. I'm sorry. I have this leftover no-bake cheesecake. So check it out. Put a little bit on the knife. Okay, that knife wasn't working. Sometimes things don't work. I just got another piping bag, so I'm gonna show you. Just pipe it on there like that. Put a top on it, and we good. So I'll show you when they're all done. And I just stacked them up on the plate. Here's our homemade macaroons with a little cream cheese filling. Cheesecake filling, actually. If you don't want to use the cheesecake, feel free to use like any type of jam if you want to. All right. And that's it.